Welcome back. We were in the process of using the INDEXOF method to find the index position of a particular letter in a string. So again, we were on result, and we've got sport.indexOf looking for the E, and what would get returned into result is the number 4 because the E is in the 4th index position starting with 0. So the S is 0, O is 1, C is 2, C is 3, E is 4. So we would get 4 returned. With result 1, we're looking at sport.indexOf and we're looking for the letter C. Well, there actually are 2 C's in soccer, but what's going to get returned is the index position of the very first C, which is going to be a 2. So S is 0, O is 1, C is 2. Result 1 would then hold a value of 2. Well, what if you had a letter that you were looking for the index position of that didn't exist? So again, using sport, which has a value of soccer as our example, if I take sport.indexOf and I look for a lowercase I can tell visually that there's no I in soccer. So Java would return a -1 indicating that the I is not a part of soccer. You can also find the index of a string inside of a string. So I've got sport, which is of type string and has a value of soccer, and then find me, which is of type string and has a value of CE. So my assignment statement, I've got sport.indexOf find me. Well, remember, find me is looking for the CE, and it's looking for the CE inside of sport, which is soccer. And what it's going to do is it'll return a index position of 3 because 3 is where the CE starts. So S is 0, O is 1, C is 2, C is 3, E is 4. So CE, that combination of letters, started at index position 3. Substring method. The substring method is used to extract a specific character or group of characters from a string. The substring method is overloaded, meaning that there is more than one version of the method. So a couple of the overloaded methods that we have right here, we've got substring int index, starts extracting it at index and stops extracting when it reaches the last character in the string, and then substring int first index, int second index. With this particular overloaded method, it's going to start extracting at the first index and it's going to stop extracting at second index -1. It will extract every character starting at the specified index from a string. So in this particular instance, I've got motto, which is of type string and it has the value may the force be with you. And I've used motto.substring 14, so that means it's going to go to the 14th index position starting with 0, and it's going to extract everything from the 14th index position to the end of the string, which would be with you. We can extract one character from a string. So again, using motto as our example, motto.substring 2, 3, so that means 2 is going to be where we're going to start. 3 is going to be where we end, but remember it's going to be 3 minus 1. So the end point is always -1. So really we're going to just be looking at index position 2. And when we look at index position 2, we get the Y because M in May is 0, A is 1, and Y is 2. We can extract 2 characters from a string. Again, using motto as our example, motto.substring start at 5, end at 7. Remember that the ending is always going to automatically subtract 1. So when we look at the 5th and 6th characters, and may the force be with you, it returns HE. Extract the word force from a string. Again, using motto as our example, motto.substring. So force starts at the 8th character and it ends at the 12th character. So because we want to make sure that we get all the characters in force, we want to make sure that our ending point is 1 beyond where we actually want to stop. Use numbers that don't make any sense. again, using motto as our example, say we did motto.substring 72. Well, we don't go to the 72nd index position. There aren't 72 characters in May the Force be with you. So what we would get returned is a string index out of bound exception error. TOLOWERCASE method. This returns a new string that is the same as this string, except all uppercase letters are changed to lowercase. So if there's any uppercase letters located in the string, it's just going to change them into lowercase and return the string. So fav teacher has a value of Mrs. Rush is my favorite teacher, so type string. So if I did an SOP on fav teacher.TOLOWERCASE, I'm going to get Mrs. Rush is my favorite teacher, but everything is going to be printed in lowercase. TOUppercase method, this returns a new string that is the same as the string, except all lowercase letters are now changed to uppercase letters. So using our same example, fav teacher, if I do an SOP on fav teacher.TOUppercase, it's going to print out Mrs. Rush is my favorite teacher, and again, everything is all uppercase. So let's do a little review. Consider the following code segment. I've got a couple of strings I've created here. I've got new string, which is welcome. I've got another string, which is hello. And then I've got a third one, which is new string, is going to be another string plus hello. So what is going to be printed as a result of executing this code segment? And the answer is A. It's going to be home followed by the word hello. So I've got a variable that is concatenated to a string literal. Let's try another one. You may want to pause the video. Which of the following returns the last character of the string str? Again, I would pause the video. The answer to this one is D.